Director of Philanthropic Partnerships here at Lippert Components. It's my pleasure and excitement to introduce you to Jason Lippert, John Winger, and Amish Shaw, the CEOs of Lippert Components, Kem Krest, and Genesis. They are all on board with our Acts of Service initiative, and they will tell you more about it.
You ready?
Thanks, everybody. Listen, I just wanted to give you a couple minutes on this journey that we've had. It's been pretty remarkable, and I'm excited here today to announce a couple partners in this initiative. Initially, when we started this culture transformation for our company, it started around a core values transformation. We started really digging deep with new values and driving those through the organization. And what we found was that led to a culture of caring in our company. Ultimately, this Everybody Matters initiative and the culture of caring in our company has led to development in the 100,000 hours community service initiative that we developed January 1st. So it's been a long journey to get here, but I'm proud to say that as of today, we've reached 42,000 hours on our company goal. We went public with this in January, and as we got into the service goal, the community service goal of 100,000 hours, we said, man, this would be great if we accomplish this goal. 100,000 hours should impact the community. But as all of our people started really thinking about this initiative, we started saying, wait, what if, there's hundreds of companies in Elkhart County. What if other companies join in on the ride? And then that started blowing our minds, because we said, if we can do 100,000 hours and we can get 100 other companies to jump in, and we get to 1 million, we get to 2 million, we get to 3 million hours, we're talking about significantly transforming our communities. And we've seen amazing transformation in our own people in the company. That wasn't the goal. Our goal was to help transform the community. But what we found is that, 88% of employees in most companies, they're just not happy with their boss, their job, their company, the company culture. They don't want to just make parts and get their paycheck and go home every day. So when we give them this sense of purpose and impact, it has lit our employees and our team members up. And they've come to work with all sorts of new purpose and impact, and that's been transformative for our whole company. And it wasn't even one of our initial reasons for jumping into it. And I'm excited when we introduce John and Amish and their company's goals and stepping out public in this way, that we inspire other companies to do the exact same thing. And we're 6 months into it ourselves, so we're early on in the process, but I'm hoping that this time next year we're talking about 100 companies, and again, we're talking about transforming the community in Elkhart County. And I think the long-term goal is that if we can transform our communities, other communities can do the same thing. And we can be the example here. Elkhart is led in manufacturing and entrepreneurship in so many different areas over the decades. We're going to lead in this cultural transformation in business and community transformation through using all of our talented team members in our businesses to transform the community. So with that, I'd like to introduce John Winger of Genesis, and I'm happy that these guys, again, are joining in the fight here. So, hey.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah, first of all, just really want to thank Jason and Lippert Components and the whole team for providing the leadership on the Acts of Service initiative. Many years ago, Jason encouraged me to get involved in non-for-profit leadership at the Boys and Girls Club, and it's been extremely rewarding for me. And now it's great just that he's leading again to get his whole business, and also encouraging other businesses to do the same. So thank you, Jason, for that. Yeah, so Genesis has always believed in giving back to the community, but at the same time, we haven't necessarily created the path to do that. So, you often see business leaders that are sort of acting on boards or involved, but this is a great way to create a platform to get whole companies involved and really encourage the culture of community service that Jason talked about. It's just not just about the quality of job you have, but like, Jason said, it's the quality of community that you live in. And really, as a community, we want to attract people. Right now, obviously, there's a lot of workforce demand, and the better the community is, the more people are going to want to live here. So really, this is a great way to give back, create a great community, and also create great service from our employees. Yeah, so a great story. Last year we took 30 employees to Basher Homes from the leadership of one of our management members, Matt Hazelbaker, and I don't know who was more excited, the kids or the Genesis employees. It's interesting, like we never would have known that there was the need. We built this man cave for these kids that, these teens that didn't really have a place to hang out, and they just needed a place that they could call their own. So, our crew built this man cave, and, again, we had no idea that there was this need at Basher Homes, except for some leadership put us in connection with the non-for-profit. So there's so many non-for-profits doing such great work in the community, and they have such great needs, and there's a lot of people that care. There's people want to serve, they want to get involved, so it's a great way to connect the needs of the non-for-profits that are doing the great work with the people that want to give. And I think it's, the business avenue is a great way to create the platform to encourage people, provide resources, provide flexibility, provide whatever it is to allow them to get involved in the community. So again, at Genesis, we're extremely excited to be participating in the Acts of Service. And yeah, again, thank Jason, and I'm excited to be working with Anish as they go through the same process. So, Anish.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I think the first thing we all have to do is take a moment and just thank Jason for his leadership and his vision, not just in business, but in the community. Jason, when you do things, you kick the crap out of it. I mean, it's amazing from, Bid for Kids to, you can't, it's not enough just to come up with something that your organization does. You've got to be able to share it so the entire community gets benefit. And I'm proud to call you a friend, and I just honor and admire all the work that you're doing in the community, so thank you. So it was about 6 or 7 years ago, I was asked to speak at the first ever YP group that was through the Chamber of Commerce. And during my presentation, at the end of it, I told everybody to stand up and say, "I love Elkhart." And it was kind of weird because nobody, I guess, had ever done that. Sometimes, especially as younger folks come back, they move to Elkhart and they're like, I don't know about this place. And they did it, and afterwards, people came to me and said, you know how good that felt? To actually say, I love the community in which I live. It was kind of refreshing, and it was also kind of eye-opening that we all live here. It's a phenomenal community. So what makes a community? It's not the beach, because we don't really have one. It's not the weather, because it kind of stinks here, right? It's the people, and it's the caring of the people that are around us, which makes our community what it is. So there's a lot of amazing things that have been going on since then. You probably have followed the Regional Cities Initiative, where we got together as a region and we brought home $42 million for our region so we can invest it here locally to develop new programs and infrastructure to help people want to be here and to help people want to stay here. Great program. Vibrant Cities Initiative, talking about the vibrance of our community and how important that is. These are just a few of the things that are going on that prove when business gets involved with the public sector, we can do massive things. So as you've probably seen or known, the new build-outs that Boys and Girls Club are doing right now, Ethos is building a brand new science center, CAPS is building a new center for women, the YWCA, the list goes on and on and on, and it's only possible because of us. It's because the business leaders step up and really contribute their time and money to these great organizations. So, why is Kem Krest involved in this? I'll tell you another quick story. When I moved back to Elkhart 21 years ago, there was a fella named Craig Fulmer. Some of you might know him. Mr. Fulmer was my Sunday school teacher. He brought me into a coffee shop in the morning and he says, I'm going to tell you, son, you're going to move back to Elkhart. I'm going to show you what success is defined as. It's not how much you make, it's how much you give. And he says, it's not just me, it's those around me. It's Art Decio and Bob Deputy and all of these luminaries from our community that really built the brick foundation of where we stand and where we live. And so that really resonated in my soul. And when we developed the values for our organization, purpose and impact. Impact was one of the biggest values. We want to make an impact on our associates, our customers, and of course our community. So it's just so cool because this is stuff that we were doing, but we never really crystallized it in a way to have this sort of partnership with businesses and to get everybody to join arms and make a huge impact. So I'm just so excited for what the future is going to bring. You know, Jason said it very well, is that in a year from now, we're going to have 100 or hundreds of business leaders standing up here sharing the amount of hours that their associates have contributed. And we're going to have such pride when we look back and say, wow, look at the kids that we've helped. Look at the community that we've helped. Look at the impact that we've made. So why are we involved in it? It's because it's the right thing to do. It's what we do. We're Elkhart County. This is what we're made of. This is who we're defined by. So it's an honor to join forces with two wonderful companies that we share the same vision. We share the same passion for the community. We share just the same, you know, overall love and desire to do good things. So again, I thank Jason. I'm going to give the mic back to him so he can close it out.
So I think one other important thing to mention is, you know, we've got there's three of us now that have gone public with ours. We've got, you know, Amish and John and I are all talking to several different companies as we speak. So, and people are on it, they're interested, they get it, and it's going to be really fun over the next several months to continue to do this and continue to see more companies come up here and announce what they're going to do for the communities, and ultimately what they don't know is how much it's going to impact their employees. So you guys are going to witness a transformation that's happening nowhere else in the country, at least none that I'm aware, and I'm in a lot of different places. I haven't heard of anything like this anywhere. So Elkhart's it's going to be special. We're going to put it back on the map, and people are going to be talking about what we're doing here, and it's going to be amazing. And you know, we're 6 months into this story with our new partners, and just give us some time and watch what we do. I want to make one quick note on the Access Service website. So we launched this today, and it's really simply, just so people know what it is, it's a website that connects our team members and employees with charitable organizations. So any employee that's connected to active service, the three of us today, like I said, hopefully it'll be 100 companies next year this time, can get on the website. Team members can get in, see where they can plug in. They can get connected to charities, find out, you know, some people are passionate about animals, some people are passionate about, you know, the outdoors, some people are passionate about kids, but they can connect with their passion and find out all the different ways they can serve. And have it be a connections point for employees and charitable organizations alike. So it's a really special website. Our team's put a lot of work into it, and we're going to share it with the community. We're going to, I'm hoping to learn from John and Amish as we go along, because they've already been doing a lot of great things. But it's different when, you know, there's a handful of people in the company working toward giving back, and, you know, whether it's financially or whether it's with their time, and then saying, hey, look, it's a company goal. And now, with the three of us, we're on our way to 200,000 hours. We've already doubled, you know, getting close to double of what we set out to do. And then we get to the million and 2 million, and then we really transform the community. So thanks everybody again for coming, and appreciate your time and coming to see us today. Thank you.